Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever had one of those days where you just feel older? The joints ache a little more, the thoughts feel a bit foggy, and you worry if this is just it, the new normal. What if I told you that the very thing you reach for as a healthy snack could be silently making it all worse? I'm talking about the nuts in your kitchen cabinet. Yes, nuts. A recent study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology linked the frequent intake of the wrong kind of nuts to a nearly 50% increased risk of cardiovascular disease in seniors. But it's not just your heart. We're talking about inflammation that makes your arthritis flare up, arteries that get silently clogged, and even a faster decline in your memory. The terrifying part? The most dangerous ones are often the most popular, the ones we've been told for years are good for us. But please, don't throw out your snack jar just yet, because in this video, I'm not just going to tell you what to avoid, I'm going to give you a simple, powerful blueprint to turn that same snack jar into your personal fountain of youth. Stay with me, because understanding this could be the most important health decision you make all year. So what's the science here? It's not that all nuts are bad, it's that as we age, our bodies become incredibly sensitive to certain compounds. The main culprits are inflammatory fats, hidden toxins, and anti-nutrients that can block your body from absorbing the good stuff, like calcium for your bones. Our bodies are less resilient after 60. What we can handle in our 40s now has a much bigger impact. This brings us to the common mistakes many of us are making right now. Let's expose the 3 most common healthy nut mistakes that could be sabotaging your health.
First, the inflammatory impostor. Peanuts. Peanuts aren't nuts. They're legumes, grown underground, which makes them highly susceptible to mold and aflatoxins. But the bigger daily problem for seniors is inflammation. Peanuts are loaded with omega-6 fats. For someone with arthritis, this is like throwing gasoline on a fire. That dull ache in your knees? That morning stiffness? Your daily peanut butter habit could be a major hidden contributor. It's a low-grade, chronic inflammation that doctors rarely connect to your diet. Second, the hidden sugar spike, cashews. It feels like a healthy indulgence, but here's the secret. Cashews have a surprisingly high carbohydrate content compared to true tree nuts, with less protective fiber. For the 1 in 4 seniors with diabetes, or the nearly 50% with pre-diabetes, this causes a sharp blood sugar spike. This constant up and down roller coaster is exhausting for your system and accelerates the aging process in your cells. Furthermore, they're high in oxalates, which can bind to calcium and prevent it from reaching your bones, a disaster for anyone concerned about osteoporosis. Third, the calorie and gallbladder bomb, macadamia nuts. These are the most calorie-dense nuts on the planet. As our metabolism naturally slows with age, a handful of macadamias can easily contribute to unwanted weight gain. But there's a more sinister risk. Their extremely high fat content can be a massive trigger for the gallbladder. An estimated 15% of seniors have asymptomatic gallstones. A macadamia habit can be the thing that turns that silent issue into a painful, full-blown gallbladder attack. These aren't just statistics. This is real life. I want to tell you about my friend, Frank. Frank was a retired firefighter, always active. But in his late 60s, things changed. He had this persistent brain fog. He'd walk into a room and forget why. His knees ached so much he gave up his morning walks. His doctor ran tests, found nothing specific, and just said, "Frank, you're getting older." Frank felt defeated. He was eating healthy, a peanut butter sandwich for lunch almost every day. He snacked on cashews because he thought they were good for him. One day we talked about this exact topic. On a whim, he decided to try an experiment. He cut out peanuts and cashews for just 2 weeks. He replaced them with walnuts and almonds. The result was astounding. He called me 3 weeks later. His voice was different, clearer. He said, "The fog is gone." It's like a cloud has lifted from my mind. His knee pain had subsided enough for him to enjoy his walks again. It wasn't a miracle drug. It was a simple, powerful choice he made in his own kitchen. He got his life back. Frank's story shows us that we have more power than we think, and it starts with making better choices.
So let's rebuild your snack strategy. Forget complicated rules. Just remember this senior superfood trio. First, the brain and heart guardian, walnuts. If you remember one thing, remember walnuts. They are the single best plant-based source of omega-3s, the anti-inflammatory fats. They directly combat the damage from omega-6s. Simply add 7 walnut halves to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or just eat them while your coffee brews. They look like little brains for a reason. They feed yours. Second, the bone and blood pressure ally, almonds. As we age, we worry about fractures. Almonds are packed with the perfect bone-building duo, calcium and magnesium. Magnesium acts like a traffic cop, directing calcium into your bones and away from your arteries. A small handful of about 15 to 20 raw, unsalted almonds is the perfect snack to beat the afternoon slump. They're also high in fiber, which helps with constipation. Third, the thyroid and immunity powerhouse, Brazil nuts. This is the most potent nut on the list. Up to 20% of people over 65 have an underactive thyroid. Brazil nuts are the richest known source of selenium, the mineral that fuels your thyroid. This is critical. You only need 1 Brazil nut per day. That's it. More is not better. Just 1 a day to support your metabolism and immune system. It's the easiest health habit you'll ever adopt. Look, making these small changes isn't about chasing some impossible ideal of youth. It's about feeling like yourself again. It's about having the mental clarity to enjoy a book, the energy to play with your grandkids, and the vitality to live your life on your own terms. You have the power to do this. You can feel better, starting today. And I want to be part of your journey. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me which one of these superfood nuts you're most excited to add to your routine. Just type walnuts for my brain, almonds for my bones, or Brazil nuts for my thyroid. Sharing your intention makes it real. And please, if this video made you think of a friend, a spouse, or a parent, share it with them. This is information that can truly change a life. Don't forget to subscribe for more no-nonsense health advice to help you live your best life at any age. Thank you for watching. Be well.